Matt Faircloth, you're clearly in the top 1% of what you do. What is it about you that separates you from the field?
Creativity, being willing to solve problems, denying the shiny object syndrome that many entrepreneurs have, and that held me, I'll own this one, man, held me back for the first 5 years of my career as a real estate investor. Because one day I was doing flips, the next day I was doing a wholesale deal, the next day I was looking at rental projects, I was looking at whatever was cool. There's a lot of cool things in this industry, and most entrepreneurs that I know of have some form of ADHD. It just takes that to be involved in this space. And so I think that the more I've denied the inner ADHD that is inside me, and I do have it, but the more I've denied that and stayed focused, the more I've made. And so, and also, like I said, the ability to solve problems and stay positive. I should note that positivity. I've got like a plaque here on my desk that says positivity, because that's the way, there's probably a lot of folks that know me describe me that way, that I, air quote, never had a bad day, a lot of positive energy coming out of me and all that. And I think that that's allowed me to solve problems, look at things where like the shit's really hitting the fan, to look at it from another perspective, to say, well, that's true, but what else is true? And that takes a positive outlook.
Yeah, that's the killer answer, man. Typically, to get to the top 1%, you have to take some risks. What's the biggest risk you've taken, and how did it pay off?
Well, I mean, obviously the first one that I took ever in my career mainly was quitting my job. And my wife and I lived below our means for a very long time so I could build a business. The risks that I took that I can think of that paid off really, really well were making big bets on big bets that were well calculated. Like the big bet that my wife and I are making right now is a big fix, like a multi-million-dollar fix and flip here in the town that I live in. And I think it's because it's a very unique, very irreplaceable asset, right? So I think that making big bets on things that have a ton of upside and security on the downside are how I've made the majority of my wealth and my success. And looking back on my life, those pivot points in my life, like, buying a 198 unit multifamily in North Carolina that was for sale for the same price the guy I bought it for. He paid the same price 4 years ago. Like, it didn't appreciate at all, even in the craziness going on in multifamily. And it was it was an absolute mess, but we got it and we fixed the mess. We kicked out the drug dealers that were living there, because there was 4 of them, right? We got more family oriented, changed the brand, changed the name. So making big bets on things that are markedly undervalued is probably how I'd answer that question.
Love that, man. Big bets. Let's go. All right, brother. That wraps it.